Well, we've got another exciting coffee with the Rev. So today I'll do a little something different. We're going to talk about Christmas. Hey, Christmas is coming. It's coming quickly. So I wanted to talk a little bit about home safety during Christmas time because unfortunately, during the holidays, it seems that there's a lot of excitement, a lot of stuff going on, and people tend to not be as conscious or alert about things that they're doing because they're so excited about decorating. So here we go after I get a sip of coffee. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Home safety. So I'm going to start off with power strips. I'll refer back and forth a lot probably to my notes because I want to make sure I don't miss anything here. So especially during Christmas, power strips are great. Man, I love power strips because you can just do all kind of stuff and you just flip that button and all the lights are cut on or cut off, whatever you got to do. Well, anyway, Christmas lights and lit decorations on the mantle, tables, all around the house. They lend a wonderful ambiance to your home during this time. So a normal household circuit can handle about 1,400 watts. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. So one power strip that you plug that has 6 to 8 outlets, and you think, hey, it's got 6 to 8 outlets. I'm plugging them all in. Don't do that. Anyway, so one power strip, and it might have 6 to 8 outlets. But if you plug them all in, you way gone over 1,400 watts. So a desktop computer can run 60 to 300 watts. I know my son has told me that sometimes you need a 500 or 600 watt power supply if you're a gamer. And you gamers out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Inkjet printers, home use, when they're running, consume about 30 to 50 watts. Commercial printers, you guys that are decorating for Christmas in your businesses, commercial printers use 300 to 500 watts. And this is per hour I'm talking about. So I'm not talking about for the whole day. They consume that much wattage per hour. Your hair dryer, when you click that thing on, that's 1,400 watts per hour it's using. Not counting the surge when you cut it on. Never plug 2 power strips into the same wall outlet. I'm guilty. In the past, I have done that. I have in the past. Any strip, I don't care how new it is, any strip that feels warm to the touch, you need to replace it right away. Because if you don't have that thing maxed out and you shouldn't max them out, and you're feeling it warm, need to get rid of that thing. Now, this is one I used to do, and I didn't know any better. Never daisy chain power strips. Big time fire hazard. And if you're in a business, you already know this because it's an OSHA no. So anyway, don't do that. I stopped doing it. I can't believe it, but I didn't know. I didn't know. So anyway, there are, don't use power strips outside. I don't know if any of you have ever done that, but it might seem easy. Hey, I'll just plug everything into a power strip and put it on my porch. Nope. Do not use power strips outdoors. They're not designed for that. They have special extension cords that are designed for that. And you pay the money, Get the extension cord, be safe. And when you're not using a power strip, just turn it off or unplug it, because if it's convenient, they do consume energy. I learned that 40 something years ago. I had a friend of mine work for an electrical company, and he was telling us if there's devices that you don't use, unplug them. And I said, why? When I flip it on, I want it to come on. He said, I'm not talking about stuff every day. I'm talking about stuff you occasionally use. He said, while it's plugged in, it is consuming, trickling electricity. You got a vacuum cleaner plugged in and it's got a 50-foot cord on it. That thing's trickling out electricity, running up your electric bill. Who knew? Don't plug, and I'm going to make sure I name every one of these. Don't plug these items into a power strip. I don't care what kind of power strip it is. Number one, powerful appliances never, ever should be plugged into a power strip. A space heater should not be plugged into a power strip. I know it seems convenient, but don't do it. Portable heaters, and the reason is portable heaters cycle on and off. And as they do this cycling, they draw a surge of current. And if it's plugged into a power strip, this strip will get overloaded, which can cause a fire. Okay, microwave. Microwaves need a dedicated wall socket, period. I don't mean just any wall socket. A microwave needs a dedicated wall socket just for it. Slow cooker. Oh boy, slow cookers. Slow cookers are awesome appliances. They're great. And especially during the colder times of the year, they're used extensively. They draw surges of power to maintain the temperatures. And they use the power continuously. Think about somebody strong gripping your arm and squeezing it and not letting up. Slow cooker. Toaster and toaster ovens. Plug them into a wall outlet. Do not plug them into a power strip. They heat up quick. They draw huge amounts of current to get that heat out there, and you can have a fire. Hair dryer and curling iron. They draw some, curling iron draws some significant heat. It draws significant amperage. So put them in a wall outlet. Coffee maker. Oh boy, how many times have I seen places that had coffee makers plugged into a surge outlet? And I'm talking about businesses and offices, and it does heat up the water, and it does it with a lot of amperage. Always plug it into a wall. Okay, that was my key ones. I really want to make sure I got. Christmas lights. Decorating is a blast, man. I love decorating for Christmas. But when it comes to hanging, placing, and stringing lights, I mean, it's great for ambiance, but and I like a lot of lights. You've got to think about where you're putting them. So, lights are good. Stringing lights together, not so good. Read the manufacturer's recommendation. Say whatever you're stringing together says you can put 5 sets in serial combination plugged in. Deduct 1 and just put 4. Whatever the recommendations are, do 1 less. Also, it's far better to get parallel lights. You know, if one light goes out, the rest stay on, than it is to get series lights. If one light goes out, everything goes out. Parallel lights are much, much safer and a lot less headache. And they do cost more, but they're worth it and they'll last you for years and years and years. Lights can be a tripping hazard, as I found out years ago. One of my ideas that didn't pan out too good. But anyway, watch where you place your lights. Make sure nobody is going to be walking over there. Not adults, not babies, not teens, not children, not pets. Especially pets. If you have pets, pets are curious. Babies are curious, but pets like to get into stuff. Make sure your tree, oh boy, this is going to be a hard one. Make sure your tree is not anywhere pets, especially cats, can get like on mantle and jump onto the tree. I know of a cat. He was fascinated with lights. And even though we had our tree not near anything, that silly cat, he stands out in the room and jumps up on to the tree. Yes, he did. I thought, you gotta be kidding me. He almost knocked the tree over. But anyway, so be as safe as you can with your pets. So in the Christmas tree, we like live Christmas trees, and we especially like the live plantable Christmas trees. After Christmas, you just plant them somewhere in your yard. So you pick a nice one that you think would go with your landscaping and plant it. They're not that much more expensive. They take a little more challenge setting them up in the house, but well, to me, it's worth it because I like living things, and so I like live trees. And if I can't find a tree that I can plant, I will get a live tree. And when you're looking for live trees, make sure that the needles, when you pull on them, that they're hard to pull off. It shows it's fresh. Also, get the place where you get your tree to cut off 2 inches of the trunk so that it will be fresh and it will soak up water for the time that you have it up for about a month. That's what we used to keep ours up. Also when you bring your tree home and you stick it on a stand and put the water in there, put 2 aspirin, regular 325 milligram aspirin in the water, and do this about every 5th or 6th day. Put 2 aspirin in the water. It helps the tree live longer. Not because the tree's got a headache. It just helps the tree live longer. It does that with flowers and stuff too. So just an idea. Make sure you've got a stable stand for the size of tree you have. If you got a 3-foot tree, you need a stable stand for a 3-foot tree. If you have a 7-foot tree, make sure you have a stable stand for a 7-foot, 4-foot wide tree or whatever. Things do happen quickly. And so I was trying to adjust this so I could have it a little bit out of my way. As I said, things happen quickly, so do not put your live trees near a fireplace or a heat source. Don't share your holiday travel plans on Facebook. I didn't think I had to say that, but anyway, I feel like I should say that. Family, for all of my friends that are not down here in paradise, and you guys are trapped up north. Of course, you'll be thinking how beautiful it is for about 2 days when it's snowing around Christmas, but after that, you're not going to be smiling. Anyway, detach all outside hoses. What happens is the water in the hose freezes. When it freezes, it pushes the frozen water back up into the house, and it can crack and damage your water pipes. So we don't have to worry about that down here, but you guys, where most of our friends are, may take that under advisement, because I don't want you to have any cracked pipes and stuff. So plan your holidays for fun and safety. Think before initiating any kind of plans. And think about, is this the best spot for whatever it is I'm putting out? If it's a holiday item that's a heritage item, something that you don't want to get broke, make sure it's safely away from kids and pets. Make sure you don't put things where they, say a delicate glass like spun glass or a plastic item near a heat source where it can melt and catch fire. Get input from your kids and spouse on their safety concerns. Listen to them. They see things sometimes that kids do that adults don't. Okay, that's it for this time. So make it a great, wonderful Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday coming up. There's going to be more videos, and I may even do a couple more on other tips for Christmas. But make this a fantastic week. Enjoy your evening or your next day, and have fun with your family.